Hey, I forgot my phone in there. Can I come in? Well, then hurry up already. You've been in there for almost 10 minutes, if not longer. I don't even know if it could possibly take this long. Well, whatever it is, just give me my phone back after you're done. And by done, I mean like presumably within the next couple of minutes if you can. But either way, I'll just be waiting on the... Oh. Well, okay. Thanks, I guess. Oh, that ended up being a lot quicker than I would have thought. But I guess that's what I asked for, so... Oh, yeah, it's nothing much. I just need to text one of my friends back. She was asking me if I wanted to hang out for a bit on Saturdays and she was still in town for the weekend. She did ask me to let her know, like, ASAP, so that's what I'm trying to do. I don't really know what the rush is, but she probably would have told me if it was really all that important. Yeah, looking back on it, maybe I could have just waited for you, but what's the fun in that? I mean, you were in there for the longest time, and don't even try to say otherwise, because you definitely were. What were you doing anyways? With every minute that passed, you've gotten me even more curious to the point where I just have to know. And don't give me some lame excuse. Just tell me. Like, what do you mean nothing much? Obviously, it has to be something. Otherwise, you wouldn't have changed out of that t-shirt you've been wearing for the past 2 days. And by the looks of it, it seems like someone also decided to comb their hair too. There's got to be some sort of big occasion going on, right? I couldn't think of any other reason you freshened up for once. But at the same time, I don't remember you saying you were going anywhere today. So I don't know what to think. Well, then what is it? You're going to start driving me nuts if you don't tell me. What's the big deal? You seem almost embarrassed. Why? Do you not want me knowing? Come on, just say it. I promise I won't tell a soul of your whereabouts. Unless... Wait, tell me I'm mistaken. Did a certain person finally find themselves a date? No, there's no way. I refuse to believe it. But no, that's the only thing that would make sense. Why else would you put so much time into your appearance, trying to look your best? Plus, I know you've been trying to find a girlfriend for a while now. I guess it'll only be a matter of time before you found one. Come on. Please don't give me that. You've made it so apparently obvious. It's insulting you don't think I know. Do I really have to tell you? I mean, there are so many examples of you trying to talk up some of my friends to the point where I've lost count. I was just waiting for the day when you would shoot your shot on me. But despite all those attempts, it seems like they're all still none the wiser. Let's just say that your quote-unquote flirting has much to be desired. I'm not saying you're bad at that kind of stuff. It's just that there's some room for improvement. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are all kind of decent, but it's still, well, you know. But whatever. That's besides the point. Who's this lovely girl you've been seeing? You got a picture? Just cut the act already. It's starting to get a little annoying if you ask me. Like, just tell me. Can I at least know her name or... Well, what is it? Why do you have to think? I would assume you would know your soon-to-be girlfriend's name, right? If not, we might just have ourselves a problem. Oh, really? You're kidding. What are the chances we will have the same name? That's got to be a 1 in a million chance. I mean, I've never met a person with my name before, but I guess somehow you did. Although, if you wanted to find someone with such a beautiful name, you could have just asked me. Would have saved you a lot of trouble. You know, just a thought. I'm just messing with you. You know I love to poke a little fun. I know. Even though she's not me, I'm sure she might be just as great, if not greater, in her own way. At least good enough to keep you around. So, how long have you known her for? I'm surprised I haven't seen her around, let alone even heard of her. Wait, what? You're not telling me? What did I tell you about using dating apps? I thought we talked about this a long time ago. You know how unreliable they are. You can't just expect to find the love of your life by just scrolling through something you got off the app store. That's an easy way to screw up your dating life. You actually have to get to know them and talk to them. Like, I'm talking about almost best friends. Otherwise, you're just going in blind and know nothing about them. Like, hypothetically, I'd be a perfect example of someone you should date. Oh, really? You know a lot about her? Just because you've talked on the phone for a few days doesn't mean you know her life story. I could probably ask you anything and you have no clue. Alright then. When was she born? Or at least what year? I'll make it easy on you. Well? Yeah, that's what I thought. I can tell you're figuring out based on her age. Don't think you're slick. Just tell me you don't know. Save yourself the trouble. Just, whatever. Who knows? I'm just overthinking it, right? I'm sure you'll probably be fine. No, it's fine. Really, it doesn't matter. As long as you think you found the right one for you. I mean, it's not like you could have asked anybody else. Okay, hey, all that matters is that you got a date. And if you really like her that much, I'm sure everything will go perfectly fine. I don't even know why I'm stressing so much over something so meaningless. I'm happy for you, and I'm glad you found someone. Now, you should probably get going. We wouldn't want you to keep her waiting any longer. That would be a bad impression if you were late, don't you think? You know what? I'll drive you. I was going to leave to go to the store anyway, so why not? Plus, no offense, but my car also looks a little nicer. I just got it last year. No, I'm serious. Come on, let's go. It's no big deal, I promise. I said it was no big deal. Now are you coming with me or not? Oh my gosh, what's your deal? I said I was alright. I don't know why you wouldn't believe me. Okay, maybe I'm just a little jealous of her, but why should you care? It doesn't affect you. It will actually affect you less if you stopped asking. Or not. You know, have you ever stopped to think about who you haven't asked out yet? There's so many people out there, but somehow you seem to be forgetting about the most obvious one. Yes, me! Who else would I be talking about? You're making it sound like I'm not the most obvious person you could think of. For some reason, you always try to hit on one of my friends, but then leave me out of it. Why? It's not like I've been dropping subtle hints this entire time that I've liked you. When you say you wanted to start using dating apps, the only reason I said no was so you think maybe to give me a chance instead of some random girl. But obviously that didn't work. No, it's not your fault. You can't control who you like, and I completely understand that. It's unfortunate how it just went. Believe me, I'm not upset or anything. That would be stupid, but I don't know. I shouldn't have even said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I really never would have thought I could get that jealous. I mean, I was always kind of worried you would find someone else, but I try not to think about it too much. Well, I guess until now, anyway. But it's fine, really. We should probably get going. Maybe if I break the speed limit, we can make it in time. Look, don't... Wait, what? Say that again? You never had a date? What are you talking about? Come on, don't pity me. You just said that you had a date and you were getting ready to leave. I mean, look at you. Why else would you be all dressed up? I even asked you. Why wouldn't you have just said that then? You could have just said that I was wrong or just kept insisting. No, I refuse to believe it was just a joke. You went on for so long and played it off so well. Then how did you know so much about her? You gave me a whole description about her name and... Her name. She had the same name as me. How could I have not had noticed? I forgot how much you suck at improvising. I should have picked on that sooner. Okay. Although, I don't think that's what I was worried about. Well, that just... It still doesn't explain why you're wearing all of these nice clothes. Where else would you be going? Wait, that restaurant? Like, the fancy one I was telling you about? Since when? Who are you going with? You can't just be going by yourself. That wouldn't make any sense. What do you mean it's complicated? It's a pretty simple question. Who are you going with? Well, you want to go with me? No one else. Just me? Wait, was I the person you were planning on going with the entire time? So you never had plans with anyone else? So you had a crush on me this whole time? Wait, no, this is so confusing. How? What if I would said no? Then all of this would have been for nothing. Well, yeah, I want to go, but my question still stands. How did you know I wouldn't say no? Were you just guessing or hoping I said yes? But at the same time, you seem so confident that I would. There was no way you knew how to crush on you. Right? I mean, right? Did you know? Really? I mean, I guess I never really tried to hide it in the first place. I was always hoping you'd find out one way or another, but I never would have expected you to just keep it a secret. No offense to your little surprise you got going, but you really should have just told me. That would have saved me a lot of stress. Plus, that joke you pulled nearly sent me into a heart attack. But I can't complain. I find it kind of sweet, actually. I can't think of anybody but you who go through all the trouble to confess to me like this. Maybe that's why I liked you so much. I mean, there's that and a bunch of other reasons, of course, but I think I spent way too much time naming all of your qualities. Speaking of which, what time was your reservation at? I don't think there's any possible way we can make it anymore. Plus, I have to get dressed and... Oh, well then how much time do we have? I swear I won't take that long to get dressed, unlike some people. Another 45 minutes? Jeez, that's a long time. Did you really have to get dressed this early? Well, if you knew I was going to say yes, there was no need to have to look that good for it. But I guess it was a nice touch, even if I interrupted your plan a little earlier than expected. Hey, don't blame me, blame my friend. Last time I checked, I thought ASAP meant ASAP. But not anymore. I gotta tell her all about this afterwards. She'll probably get a good laugh out of it. Somehow, I bet she'll pretend to take all the credit for this, even if it was bound to happen one way or another. Oh, believe me, she'll find a way. But anyway, I think I should start getting ready. Gotta take a shower and everything before we go. Wouldn't want to actually be late. Well, if I'm gonna look my best, I'd have it be on my first date, especially if I'm going with you. And there's no way I'm gonna let you outdress me. Oh, just you wait. I'm sure you'll be surprised to say the least. I've been preparing for a moment like this for a while. I've already planned my outfit down to the T, and let's just say you'll be impressed. I guess we'll just have to see. Alright, well, let me go get my stuff on. I'll try not to keep you waiting too long, although no promises. Hey, I'll try my best, alright? I mean, come on. If you were able to keep this a secret for who knows how long, I'm sure an extra 20 minutes won't kill you. Don't worry, if I find you dead, I'll make sure to turn myself in. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. You just sit tight. Don't miss me too much.